It's going to be a very quick video, by the way. How about I show you my match day programs, if that makes sense. But yeah, like this is the like a booklet you get about the match you're attending, and yeah, some stats, and sometimes there are words from the players of the team. Yeah, so I've kept, you know what, I haven't kept all of them, but the ones I still have, I'm going to do yeah, just a quick show. Got it.
Editing Ashley here. I feel like I need to give context to this video because I'm posting it almost a year later. First things first, I was in the middle of moving houses, so like I filmed this in a hurry because, as I said, I just moved houses, so it was the last of the bits I needed to clear from my now previous house. And after that, I was going to get ready and head straight to the airport. So I did not have a lot of time, maybe like to focus on my phone or anything. I just said before I get rid of this match day programs, let me take a quick video. But then as soon as I finished filming and had a look at my phone, because it was going off the entire time I was filming, I saw the very tragic news of Diogo Jota's passing. May he rest in peace. And just like everyone else, and many people who loved and adored him and watched him play, I was in shock, and I've never posted this video since. I have a lot of content to get out of the way, and this is one of those videos. So yeah, I feel like that is a context probably you needed to know.
For starters, I'm going to show you, oh my god, this match day program is so special to me because it was my first Arsenal game where I covered as press. Oh my god, I'll never forget that day, I'll never forget that moment. It was so surreal, and up to date is the best thing ever. Like that feeling, unmatched. And yes, I know after that I have been attending more games, but you know, forget your fast, you know. So this was on for October. I remember even the date, October 5th, 2024, Arsenal versus Southampton. This is so special because being there, seeing the players live, like I'll never forget. That was a very special moment for me. And Gabriel Martinelli was on the cover for that game, and also you get like the team sheets, as you can see, the program and the match day and the team sheet, like the lineup. That game won 3-1. However, Southampton scored first. Ramsdale being back at the Emirates was surreal. It was so good. So happy. That was the first game I ever covered. Yeah, so like something you'll note about the Arsenal program is there's always a section for match. But I feel this is the most important one, like the captains. How do they call it? Captain's notes. Yeah, so every match day program has this. Well, I think he previews the game, and yeah, but this one was special. Had Martinelli, you can see more of him. Yeah, and stuff about what Arsenal is doing in the community, the footballing legends of Arsenal like Thierry Henry, Ian Wright, all those players. And also there was this segment which I really loved, like my favorite Arsenal shots. And yeah, and someone spoke of course about this legendary kit. And yeah, they just talk about it. If you could add one shot to your collection, own one player's shirt, yeah, such like that segment is, I enjoyed it so much. But yeah, so also they show you like the match, the women's and the men's team promotion, and the match available, 5-star supporters club, like the different supporters clubs of Arsenal. had like this segment with Cadbury. Second, we have, this was my first Arsenal game, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace at the Meadow Park. This game is very special because it was my first time at Meadow Park, and second of all, watching the girls win 5-0 after a couple of bad results was so good to see. And also something else, this is after Renee was confirmed the new head coach, the new manager for Arsenal Women. So yeah, I was there, and for Renee's first presser as me as the manager, and yeah, we can call it the Renaissance. No? Okay, cool. I'll show myself out. I created some content, so if you want to check that out, have a look at my Instagram and my sports page, Ashley's Media. This is also very special to me. My first England game. It was a very big game, and I feel like all the fixtures I've been to, especially like all the ones I've noted, and I'm so happy I still have these copies. This one was England versus Republic of Ireland. You know, those two nations, they have such a huge rivalry, and it was such a big game. And I'm telling you, from minute 1 to the last minute, the away end, because it was at Wembley, the away end, the Irish supporters were singing and dancing and cheering on for their team the whole game. It was very nice to cover that. I met some really lovely people. It was my first international game to cover as well. Spoke to Jared Bowen, spoke to Hurricane. Oh my god, they're so lovely. It was Lee Carsley's last game as interim manager, because after that they appointed Tuchel. They also won 5-0. It was my first Chelsea game to cover, and it was a London derby. They were playing against West Ham. Oh, my phone is going off. Where is it? Oh, it's actually here. Oh, jeez. Anyway, they were playing against West Ham. It was a London derby, and they won 2-1. However, West Ham scored first, and Jared Bowen is the one who scored. It was in February, I think. Yes, 3rd February. It was very cold, and it was at night. It was on a Monday, so it was my first Monday night football game to cover, which honestly, for everything, God is good. Something interesting about this game is it was the first game Graham Potter, like it was his first time back at the Stamford Bridge, and as you know, he was the Brighton manager, and then after that he moved to Chelsea. Then from Chelsea he went to West Ham, so it was his first time back to his old club, or his former club, should I say. As you can see, Chelsea, West Ham, and Chelsea. Yeah, I usually jot down some notes to use later. Also, I remember they gave us like some treats, you know, like they gave us food as media, and they gave us some treats, and I remember mine was, I don't know if I can find that footage, but basically it was, you know what, I'll find it and I'll insert it. If I don't, this part won't go up. I really hope I find it. What is this? Oh, Arsenal Southampton, I need to put it back. Arsenal, yeah, I'm just gonna show you one more time. The same thing. Oh, I didn't scribble on this. That's very strange. But yeah, as you can see, Aaron Ramsdale back at Arsenal. Oh yeah, it was good. It was a good game, I would say. Okay, put it back. I feel like I'm missing one match day program. What the hell? No. Oh yeah. No, I know where it is. Okay. Then back to Arsenal. This was a WSL fixture. It was the last game for Arsenal women in the WSL before they went on to win the Champions League. The last game they faced Manchester United. As you can see, what's special about this fixture is that Man United and Arsenal were whoever would win the game would finish second, and if we drew, Arsenal would finish second as well. But if we lost, Man United would have finished second. So it was so good because Arsenal won. They won 4-3. And I remember Chloe Kelly scored the first goal. And then at some point, Man United had a penalty, and then another penalty, and then we scored. It was like goal, 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 goal. Then we went to 3-1, and then they scored 2, and then we scored 1. So it was 4-3 ultimately, and their last Man United's last goal was a penalty, and I was like, oh please end this game now. But it was so good because the girls ultimately won it, and we finished second, same as the men. But hopefully next year, big things, rather next season, not next year. Yeah. So basically the same outline. Yeah, there's, I mean, Emirates, so they have to like have some ad and stats about the game. I think here they were talking about, we see this game against Lyon, and then after that, that's how we qualify to go face Barcelona in the Champions League. The stats of the players, there has to be like a thank you note. Player of the season was Ruben Moy, of course. Then we have Renee, the final game of the season, and she had been appointed as the manager. And yeah, I mean, you can see ecstatic, and oh, she was happy. The boss looks back on Lyon, but says full focus is on Manchester United before we can start looking ahead to facing Barcelona. So this was in her pre-match press conference. Yeah. And yeah, the stakes are high, all that. And all the players who left Arsenal at the end of this season. This is the last game. And then, let me see. Before this last one, I think an honorable mention, that I don't know where the matchday program is, but I also did Arsenal women versus Liverpool women. We won 4-0, and oh my god, I enjoyed that so much. And it was the first Arsenal game I covered at the Emirates, like Arsenal women game I covered at the Emirates. I was supposed to do the North London derby, but on that day I felt really ill. I couldn't go, and I was gutted, But anyway, yeah. Oh, and I remember for the Arsenal Liverpool women's WSL fixture, Caitlin Ford scored her 50th goal, and I got to speak to her again. If you want to see that, check out Ashley's Media on Instagram. Thank you. Last game of the season for the Gunners, the men's team played against Newcastle. This season, the 24-25 season, Newcastle. Oh my god, sorry, I have to. Yeah, stand off. So we lost to Newcastle 3 times. So this was a must-win game for us. And I'm really glad we won. And Declan Rice came through. Just 1 goal was enough. Yeah, we won 1-0. Oh my god, guys, like seeing Dunban, seeing all these players I used to have on my FPL back then was so surreal. Like, I remember when I wanted to get those not too pricey midfielders, I'd get probably like 2 really pricey ones, and then like the others to fill in and who still give you points. I would normally get Brighton and Newcastle, and I used to get some decent points, So yeah, seeing Murphy, Callum Wilson, oh my god, pick. I was actually number 1. I finished first twice, like 2 seasons in a row. I think the 21, 22 and 2021, one of those 2 I finished first, yeah, with my friends from home. And now I make my FPL team and then I never go back. But this coming season, I have to. Anyway, this game... Oh, why are you calling me? Sorry, guys. Yeah, so this was the last game, Arsenal versus Newcastle, and it was such a good game. I enjoyed it, but I went into it very, very scared, I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like I have this game to thank because I got so much content from outside the stadium. I just went in, got my accreditation, went out, and I was like, it's go time. You know, normally I'm very, very shy, and especially like to just approach people and say, hey, do you want to speak to me? Can I speak to you? You know, but I got like some really good interviews, and most of these people, it was their first time going to an Arsenal game. So it was so good because I could resonate with that. I mean, as somebody who has not been going to Arsenal games for a very long time, I really resonate with that. Going to doing the Emirates tour for the first time, oh my god, you know, like, that was so beautiful. And also something else, we had just launched the new kit, as you can see, and I did some content on that as well. So please check out my Instagram, please, and follow, like, share, I don't know, all that shebang. This was very special because Arsenal were doing the promo for their new kits. So I spoke to so many people who were there for the first time and also who asked them about their opinions on the new kits. I also got to speak to some people about the game that we were I think Arsenal were playing in like a week. I got the content, babe. I got the content, and I am so grateful that 24-25 season, you owe me nothing. I did so many things I never even thought I could. I was in places I never thought I would be, and we need to lock in for this new season. There's the Club World Cup going on and all that. To be honest, I haven't been following up on that. But also we have the Women's Euros, which I have been following up on that. Today is Tuesday, so today is Thursday, sorry, it started yesterday. This was a match day program, Arsenal won, and then we had like Arteta and the players and their families on the pitch. Oh my god, I got to see Urian Timber, I got to see Gabriel Magalhaes like up close. I got to see, of course, like all these players with their families. Bukayo Saka's girlfriend, oh my god, she is so beautiful. And of course spoke to the big man himself, Calafiori. However, all his responses were in Italian, so Arteta made a speech and thanked the fans and the club and all the supporters for the season we had. Hopefully next year we'll be celebrating, fingers crossed. Right now we're hoping they make some signings. We've only signed Kepa Arrizabalaga right now, and hopefully we can sign some more people, you know. Gyökeres, I'm not saying anything. Anyway, something else I noted from this match day program, see, it was just promo of the new kids. Can I tear this? Oh my god, I actually can. Oh wow, like I have all these things and I didn't know like the middle can be, if I tear this one, I have like a poster. Wow, look at me getting fascinated. What the hell? Yeah, and there's this special program here. It was against Paris Saint-Germain, first game, Champions League. Oh, I could cry, but yeah, this was so beautiful. Look. Google Pixel, of course, sponsoring Arsenal. What's in the middle of this? Like, you know, the poster thing? It's a Champions League program. Guess what's in the middle? I'll give you a second. Hint, Champions League related. Of course. Madrid! When we won 2-0. Oh my god! When we won against Madrid. Oh, the scenes! Can you see? Oh, I'll never forget this. 2-1 at the Bernabeu Stadium. And this is when Mikel Merino scored the first goal. And then we had, I'm trying to see in the middle. No, this one. We'll have to open it. I only just discovered we tear down the middle and get a poster. So let's see. 1-0 to the Arsenal. To the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. I'm gonna keep this forever. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around and seeing all this with me. Love y'all, and subscribe. Check out. I'll post more consistently, I promise. And I got this at a tourist shop, so please don't come for me, okay? And yeah, oh my god, by the way, June owes me nothing. We'll talk about Beyonce later, but yeah, thank you guys, love y'all, bye bye.